When you go somewhere, do you really think where you're going, or do you know the direction into which you're moving to get there? Hello, dear friend. I have an important question to ask of you. It's very simple, but I hope that in the process of our brief talk, you recognize the significance of this question. And the question is simply, when you go somewhere, do you really think where you're going, or do you know the direction into which you're moving to get there? This is important, especially when I think of a very famous individual. I prefer not to name him, although he's already dead for some years. But he was one of those great intellectuals who was also, at the same time, completely forgotten about some of the most basic things that he was doing. One day he found himself in a train, going somewhere, distracted by the deep reading that he was making, until the train suddenly made a stop, which enabled many of the passengers to disembark and get a quick coffee, use some restroom, or do whatever they wanted for the limited time which they were given. So one thing that came to mind suddenly was for that man to ask himself the question, where am I going? So long before the use of cell phones, he used the local phone in a store, paid the appropriate amount due for that call, and called his wife back. And he said, I am in a train, but do you know where I'm going? She said, well, very simple. Just look at your ticket. That's indeed very simple, isn't it? Something he had not considered, but he decided to do and knew exactly what his destination was to be. And with that thought, he also knew why he was going to that location. What was the purpose of his travel? There are so many people living in the world, like you and me, who don't really know where they're going, even within the world where God has placed us. But it is imperative that we have an awareness of our destination in this world, as well as our destination beyond this earth. And to make things simpler for you, I would simply refer you to Holy Scripture, the Bible. That is that which God has sent to all of us, with the directions, with the points of contact, and the ultimate destination that He desires for all of us to travel with great joy, great expectancy, until we reach that terminal. So do this. Be aware of where you're going right now. Not in a momentary trip away from home, but in your day-by-day walking on this earth, contemplating the beauties that surround us, and aware that God is with us to guide us to that eventual place to which we need to arrive. Thank you so much, and until the next time, bye-bye.